the injustice, the marginalization, the hatred, the bitterness, the animosity Nigeria have for Ndi Igbo was what led to Biafran's civil war. I hope you are aware of this. The injustice was what led to that genocide that claimed over 5 million people in 1967 to 1970. The marginalization was what led to the carnage that happened for over 3.5 years of fighting civil war. Do you know about this? That same injustice, the same marginalization, the same hatred that led to Biafran's civil war has not yet stopped. And that is why I am saying today, I do not think the Nigerian government learned anything from that civil war. They did not learn anything. There is no moral lesson. They did not take any moral lesson from that civil war. You cannot beat a child and tell that child not to cry. You cannot pinch me and tell me how to react to the pinch. The hatred you have for the Igbos, the bitterness you have for the Igbos was exactly what led to the genocide that made children, innocent children and women to die of kwashiorkor. And Nigeria government did not learn anything from that very carnage. Now, what are we hearing from the news? What is in the news? Abba Kyari, the super cop, the so-called celebrated police officer, inspector, has been released by Nigeria government. Abba Kyari has been released by the Nigerian government. Federal government of Nigeria drops terrorism charges against Miyetti Allah leader Bello Modejo. Court orders the release of 313 suspected terrorists. Who are these terrorists? The work of these terrorists is to kill, to maim, to rape, to molest, to displace people in their homes and their farmyards. Terrorists don't just come to shoot. They molest people, like they butcher people, like where they are butchering fowl and cow. But guess what? Nigeria government just released this terrorist. What did they tell them? Go and sin no more. Your sins are forgiven. Now I ask them, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody? If it is morally right to release Miyetti Allah leader, if it is justifiable to release the Miyetti Allah leader, if it is okay for you to release Sunday Igboho, if it is very proper for you to ask 313 terrorists to go and sin no more, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody if you are preaching peace, justice, equity, and fairness? That is why I say the marginalization, the hatred for the Igbos is still in their vein, is still in their blood. They did not learn anything from that civil war. What is Nnamdi Kanu still doing in DSS custody? This man, Nnamdi Kanu, was illegally rendition from Kenya. They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. June this month will make it 3 years. They kidnapped this man. They said your court does not have what it takes to try him. You cannot try him in any court in Nigeria because of the way you kidnap him. You did not go through due process. Nigeria government did not go through due process. They went through Agbero way. The way of a tout, the way of a criminal, the way of a kidnapper. To take somebody from Kenya, you went to another man's soil, kidnap somebody you feel you want to arrest, and you do not go through the process, the normal process. And they said you cannot try him. Or you release him. You say no, you will not release him. You say he is a terrorist. You call him a terrorist. Where are the evidences? No evidence up till today. And why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody? And yet they preach one Nigeria. The same people in that their national anthem, in their new so-called all hail Nigeria national anthem, they say brotherhood. In brotherhood we stand. They are preaching brotherhood. That is why I said that's their new national anthem is only both. It's a cult, a fraternity national anthem. It doesn't have flesh. Very watered, baseless national anthem. They say in brotherhood we stand. In brotherhood we fall. Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody? Your court released him, discharged and acquitted him, and you're still holding him. Why is Abba Kyari out of the cell? Why is Abba Kyari no longer inside the jail? And I can tell you the truth. That Abba Kyari, that's your super policeman, that criminal super policeman, they did not actually put him in any cell. Looking at him, you know they feed him very well. He looked very fresh. They kept this person somewhere and they are feeding him all kind of vegetables and healthy drinks. He's Awusa, they can't keep him in cell. He is Awusa, they cannot detain him. They can't put him in Kuje prison. They can't keep him in a place where he will suffer. As soon as this super corp now that they just released, very soon he will be governor of one state. They will crown him. They will give him a title. They will look for one to ban him and give him a beautiful title while Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody. Why these same people are preaching for peace and justice? And I asked them, did these people actually learn anything from that civil war? They did not. And with the way things are going, you don't like the Igbos. Don't you think that with the way they are going, another civil war might just be inevitable? Because this is just to prove that you don't like the Igbos, you don't accept the Igbos, you don't want the Igbos to be part of Nigeria, yet you still keep them in Nigeria. What are they supposed to be doing in Nigeria? Why will you hold this man for 3 years? You don't want to release him, you continue suffering and torturing him, even when you are not supposed to keep him in your custody. Where is Sunday Igboho? Released, Yoruba. Where is 313 terrorists? Released. Terrorists that butcher people. Terrorists that displace people in their farmlands. They release them. They ask them to go and sin no more. They ask terrorists to go and sin no more. If you are not seeing this injustice, and I tell you, you are not a human being. If this injustice against the Igbos, you are not feeling it. You are not seeing it with your eyes. You are not a human being. You are not supposed to be included as a human being. It doesn't matter whether you like the Igbos or not. Injustice to one is an injustice to all. Injustice to one person is injustice to all. I know you have freelancer hand because you still, probably you are not Igbo, so maybe the government of Nigeria will cover you when you commit crime. Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody if Abba Kyari has been released by the same federal government? When Buhari was the president, there is no kind of way they did not beg Buhari. Release this man. Release this man so that peace will be restored in the southeast. Everybody, release him, let him go. They begged Buhari. Buhari did not. He deaf ear, man, with ear infection, deaf and dumb. They begged Buhari, allow this man to go. He did not do anything. Now, Tinubu has taken over the grudge of Buhari. Tinubu have taken over. Tinubu has taken over the garbage Buhari left behind. That is what we call inheriting somebody's enemy. Tinubu has finally inherited Buhari enemy because now them thing. So if you are going to release 313 Boko Haram terrorists, why you will not release Nnamdi Kanu? Because Nnamdi Kanu is evil. And you are telling me that these people, when I say that civil war will happen, I'm still smelling it. I am still perceiving it. Yes. I am still perceiving it. You cannot continue denying the Igbos their rights in Nigeria, and you still have the audacity to say that we are one. Now you dey mad. You dey mad. I swear you dey mad. It's in our wakago. I ask again, if you have released Abba Kyari, released terrorists, and Mieti allowed all the terrorism charges against him, why is Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody? Why is he still there? Are you sure they are ready for what might likely follow suit? Because there is a way you will continue beating a child. Though the child is a child and powerless, that child will be forced to retaliate with the last drop of the child's blood. There is a way you will beat a child. The child will use the last drop of his blood to retaliate. Are you ready for this? Is the Nigerian government ready for that? I think they should be in the best position to answer that. Nnamdi Kanu should be released because I don't see reasons why he should still be in DSS custody when terrorists are walking freely on the streets. Thank you for watching.